The Raider Nation always has high hopes for its team, whether it's going 16-0 to winning a Super Bowl each year just to be let down at the end of the season. The one year that looked so promising ended once the Carr broke down. But don't worry, this year will be different. So many changes in just one offseason, from bringing back Chucky to trading a walking Hall of Famer. But this year looks to be poised with so many questions from the Raider Nation. It's only a matter of time we find out the answers. I'm the Samoa Raider, and this is my 10 predictions for the 2018 Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr had a mediocre run last year after being one of the top paid quarterbacks in the NFL following his MVP type season in 2016. 2017 looked to be the year of the Raiders, with Derek Carr in favor of a breakout season. But that was far from what happened last year. Derek Carr only threw for 3,496 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. It didn't help that the Raiders had a subpar offensive coordinator and that he suffered from back problems all year long. But this year looks to be a promising year, and I believe this will be a bounce-back season for the fifth-year quarterback. Alongside Jon Gruden, I believe Derek Carr will have all the confidence in this offense to finally throw over 4,000 yards and have 30 touchdowns this year. Every year since Amari has been in this league, he has been able to surpass 1,000 yards each season alongside former teammate Michael Crabtree. That wasn't the case this year, as he fell to only 680 yards, the lowest in his young career. It can be a case of having over 40 drop passes last year, or even playing while being hurt. Coop only played 14 games last year due to injury. But this year looks to be a breakout season for Amari Cooper. Michael Crabtree, who seemed to be Derek Carr's favorite target and number one option, is now gone, and all signs point to Amari Cooper finally being that number one option. Jon Gruden stated that he wanted to run this whole offense through Amari Cooper. So barring no injury this year, I predict Amari Cooper will have a breakout season for over 1,200 yards receiving and 10 touchdowns. The signing of Beast Mode last year was a dream come true for a lot of Raider fans, including Beast Mode himself. The nation expected a huge year out of Marshawn last season, but that didn't seem to be the case. Yes, he may not be the beast he once was, but we saw a dose of what he can be, from turning up with Oaktown to breaking off a run to the house. Last year wasn't all that bad, rushing for 891 yards and 7 touchdowns, and that's for a guy coming out of retirement for a year. The best is yet to come for Marshawn, as he looks to be in better shape this year, looking much faster. In his one carry this preseason, Beast Mode broke for a 60-yard touchdown that got called back, but you can see his explosiveness. I predict Marshawn Lynch will have over 1,000 yards rushing and at least 8 touchdowns. November 1st, 2018 is a date that the Raider Nation has marked in their calendar. It will be the last Battle of the Bay. Raider and Niner fans always look forward to having bragging rights. But since 2014, Raider Nation has had its time to rejoice in victory. But this year, it will be back on the line one last time. The matchup between Jimmy G and Derek Carr looks to be a good one. Who is the better quarterback? The better team? Better organization? We shall see. But of course, I have the Raiders being victorious in this year's final Battle of the Bay. Don't at me, bro. In the past years, the Raiders have never been known as a top-tier defensive team. This year looks to be different. With a new defensive coordinator in Paul Guenther, I believe this team can be at least top 15. And I know that's saying a lot without Khalil Mack, but with the young guns we brought in, mixed with some veteran talent, we look to make a huge statement. This preseason showed the potential we had at defense. And I know that's just preseason, but imagine playing with all of our starters. Enough said. With the 2017 first-round pick, the Oakland Raiders select cornerback Gareon Conley. With the hype and hope to see Conley be that shutdown cornerback last year came to a stop when he was basically injured most of last season. He only played 2 games, but this year he looks to be healthy to start the season. And I believe he will finally get his first NFL interception, maybe even lead the team in interception. We shall see, Raider Nation. This young defensive line will look up to veteran Bruce Irvin to lead the way. Bruce was recently moved back to playing on the defensive line, a position in which he loves. Last year, he totaled 8 sacks, and I believe Irvin will lead the Raiders defense in total sacks with at least 10. Everyone's favorite preseason running back, Chris Warren III, has been placed on IR this season. But no need to worry, Raider Nation. It doesn't seem like he's injured in any way, but I believe it's a way of keeping the standout running back on the roster. He is eligible to come off of IR after 8 weeks, and I believe some way, somehow, he will be back on the field later on this season. A lot of sports analysts predict the Raiders going 5-11, 6-10, even 3-13, which is unbelievable. I know there's a lot of uncertainty with this year's team, but this year's schedule looks to be an easy one. I believe we will surprise a lot of people this year like we did in 2016. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to go 14-2 or 12-4 or even 16-0, but I believe 9-7 is very doable. This is a very sensitive subject with a lot of Raider fans, but I do believe this will be the last season you see the Raiders in the Oakland Coliseum. As the team prepares to move into their $1.9 billion stadium in Las Vegas, it will not be ready until the year 2020. With Oakland planning a lawsuit against the Raiders and the NFL over the move to Las Vegas, it looks like the Raiders will be playing elsewhere in the 2019 season. San Diego looks to be an option, as well as playing in the UNLV Stadium for one season until the Las Vegas Stadium is ready. We do not know more of this, but I believe this will be the last year in Oakland. Now that is it, Raider Nation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification button so you guys can be notified when I upload another video just like this at a random moment. I know the NFL season is just around the corner, and Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think. What are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' predictions? Drop it down in the comments below. This is the Samoan Raiders, and thank you. Let's go!